Hey, welcome to another video. Anybody who's been watching my videos on this channel knows that I'm a big fan of Zugzwang, and that's why I've named my academy Zugzwang. So what is Zugzwang? Zugzwang is basically forced to move. So when you put your opponent in Zugzwang, whatever he does, the game is pretty much done. And nothing captures this idea of being forced into a corner than double. So here we're going to do a bunch of puzzles on double check is such a powerful concept in chess that oftentimes if you were to find a double check in your game, there's a huge likelihood. So let's start with a simple puzzle. I'm starting with the easiest one. So the rating here for this account is 1675, which means we're talking about a puzzle that's around 1000. So somewhere between a beginner, advanced beginner, even an intermediate level student should be able to kind of. So the key element to a double check is usually a discovered. So in this case, you'd see that the queen on c7 is attacking the king x-ray, and if the rook, which is there on e5, if this guy moves, you have a check. But instead of moving to some random square, you use it. So you move the rook. So now you have two checks at the same time. And the beauty of a double check is you cannot do anything other than move. It's almost certain that if it's not a checkmate already, the only way that the game proceeds is if the and now all you have. Let's do another one. I have a discovered double check, which in this case is I have two checks with the rook one. And now I can just move rook or a rook roll or a back rank. This time, let's make it a level harder. So it's about 300 points, which means this is around a 1300 puzzle. So what would be a double check here? So I could do a rook g8 check, and it would be a mate except to capture. And it doesn't matter how you capture, because no matter what you do, I'm going to promote it into a queen, and I have a double check. So even though the knight can actually capture, you know, the reason why that's not possible is because it's a double check. The rook, given that the rook and the queen, the king has to move, but you can't capture the knight is supporting. A wonderful line. A wonderful way in which this whole thing. So let's do another puzzle at this level before we can. All right. This is an amazing one. It repeats a lot. And if you are already not seeing it, all you need is an x-ray attack. So all I need is this bishop here, the double check. It's game over. Why? Because the king has absolutely no spot to move to. It's done. Let's increase the level now. Let's go to normal, which means we are doing it at the 1600 level. Still looking for a double check. Uh, so this is my double check. Now, if it was a single check, then the queen could capture. But in this case, since it's a double check, the king has to move, and that's the only square he can move to. And now you have a fishtail check. A fishtail is where king only has these two squares, one of which is blocked with a pawn, the other one which is bishop that you used for giving the double. Let's increase the level to harder. So now we're looking at about a 1900 puzzle. So what do I do here? So in this one, it's not a checkmate. It's most likely a double check that's going to give it. So queen takes queen, king takes it back. I have a discovered double check. King moves wherever it needs to. I take the. Let's pick up the hardest level. Okay, where is my double check here? The double check here is most likely in terms of queen sacrifice itself. King takes it. Then check next to this bishop square. So I need to control this square. The king will not be able to. Perfect. Queen sacrifice, a double check. And just for a moment, think about the beauty of this. The knight is not at all safe. The rook can capture it, the pawn can capture it. The bishop is not safe. The bishop can capture it, the queen can capture it, the rook can capture it. Despite this, despite being completely under attack from your opponents, you still have to move the king because that's the level of zugzwang. It's double check and the king needs. What do you do right now? So all you need to do is give a check. If you think about it, the king can't come here, can't come here. So let's do one more for the road. Still at the hardest level, which means we are about 2200. Another. So, if you can think about it, this would be a wonderful checkmate. Just that it isn't, because the pin. The queen can't move. Double check going here. Rook takes pawn check. King needs to move. Now I have. When I do that, there's no other. A rook check. King is forced to capture. Now I have this check. That's mate. So as you can see, double check is absolutely a wonderful tool in chess that allows you to see the beauty of pattern. So my suggestion to you is go to Lichess, go to Puzzle Themes, pick up on double checks, and do a ton of this puzzle until you start seeing checks and patterns and double checks all over the place, because that will really help you develop your game and improve your overall ability to find chess. I hope you found this video useful. If so, please do like, subscribe, and share.